guys, so today I'm back with another video, and this is going to be a foundation routine using only drugstore makeup. And I wanted to do this video because I know that some of you guys are on a budget. I can totally relate. You don't want to go to Sephora and shell out $40 for a foundation, and that either maybe you're not one of those people who wears foundation that much, or the opposite end of the spectrum, you're one of those people who wears foundation all the time, so you don't want to spend so much on a foundation that you're going to go through and then be back at the store a month later buying another bottle. So this is going to be a foundation routine, meaning foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush, and a highlight, all which of being drugstore. I love drugstore products. I feel like they're so underrated. You can still get the same quality makeup look at a fraction of the price, and it's going to last all throughout the day and make you look flawless. So you can't really go wrong with that. So if you want to see how I did this using only drugstore makeup products, then just keep watching. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using this Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation, and I am obsessed with this. I use this all the time, and it is just an amazing foundation. Whether it was drugstore or not, I would love it. And the best part about this is that it's 3-in-1, so it has the primer, foundation, and concealer all built into it. I do wear concealer with it, but you do not need to wear a primer, so it gives you that long-lasting finish. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face, and if you want to be totally affordable, you can apply it with your hands or just like a cosmetic sponge, but I'm going to use my favorite brush just for the purpose of this tutorial. And my shade is 857, which is golden tan, and it is a great match for me. They have a ton of shades for this foundation, so I think everyone would be able to find their shade. And I've seen this pretty much at every drugstore, every big box store like Target or Walmart, anything like that, you can find this foundation. So it really just evens out your skin tone, and it just gives you a really nice, flawless looking finish. It's about medium coverage, but once you have concealer, you can cover up any blemishes that you may have. So, okay. So next we're gonna apply concealer, and this concealer I use all the time. This is the Loreal True Match, and it is in the shade N123, which is the lightest shade of the neutral. And I apply this underneath, and this is kind of like my highlighting, and it's pretty light, as you can see, compared to my face. Put some up here and then a little bit like that. And for every day, you don't need to do this, because then you look like you have some kind of tribal thing going on, but I'm just going to use my fingers and dab that out. Good old fingers, they're free. And just make sure you blend everything nicely. I'm just going to take my foundation brush and kind of just go over those areas just so it's nice and blended out. So that's that, and then for a little bit of a brightener on the inner eye, I like to use this Revlon Photoready eye primer plus brightener. So it's a great eye primer as well as a brightener. So you just add a little bit to your tear ducts, and then you can just, if you plan on wearing eyeshadow, just put some up on your eyelid and blend that out. So once we have all of that on, we want to set it so it lasts even longer. With that foundation, I feel like you don't really need to set it, but if you're adding concealer, I would definitely suggest setting it. I'm just going to be taking this Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. I've talked about this in a few of my past videos, and I love this. It's just a translucent color, so it's not going to add any coverage, but it keeps you shine free throughout the day. So if you're at school, I would suggest bringing this with you, or if you're at work, if you get shiny, or if you just want your face to look nice and matte, this is great for that. So it sets you and controls your oil at the same time, which is a plus. All right, so next what we're gonna do is bronzer. I'm not going to use my favorite Tarte bronzer just because even though it is only $10, it's not something you can get at a drugstore. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Contour Blush and Bronzer Palette, and I really do love this. I have been using this like ever since I started YouTube. I think this is like $3 at Target. So I'm gonna take the bronzer and just go under our cheekbones. In the pan, there's like a little bit of shimmer, but it really doesn't translate to the face very much. So that makes it good for contouring. And if you're pale or fair skin, I would suggest using this with a light hand, because even on me, I have a good tan going on. I have more of a medium skin tone, and it still appears pretty dark on me, so just be light-handed if you are more fair-skinned than I am. I'm just gonna bring that up into the temples. Top of my forehead, and then I'm just going to bring it underneath here to get rid of the dub chin area if you've got a dub chin thing going on, or if you just want to make your cheeks look more defined. Okay, and if you want, you can use the blush that goes with it, but it's a little bit too light for me. It really does not show up on me at all. So for blush, I'm going to be using this really pretty mauve shade. It's called Fantastico Mauve, and this is from Milani. And I'm just going to take this and lightly apply it because it is pretty pigmented. If you can see it, it's a nice kind of like mauve-y berry color. And I'm just going to take this and put it on the tops of my cheeks. Just add a little bit of a flush. And last but not least would be a highlight. And if you don't have a drugstore highlighter, which I don't, something you can do is just take a shimmery, light colored eyeshadow. So this is just a Wet n Wild palette that I happen to have, and see these two colors at the top. This is the Going Into the Wild palette from Wet n Wild, and if you can see, there's two light shimmery colors at the top, the Browbone colors. And Browbone colors make a great face highlight. So I'm going to be taking this one on the left, and I'm just going to be applying it to the top of my cheekbones, just to give us a nice little sheen. See that? That's what you want. I'm just gonna take that and put it down the bridge of our nose. And our Cupid's bow. And voila! So yeah, that is it. And there you have a nice, flawless looking face. And the best part about it is that it's affordable and you don't sacrifice the quality. It still looks great. No one would ever know that you're wearing a Covergirl foundation. and it lasts all day long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Let me know what your favorite drugstore products are for your face. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.
Oh my god, I have something in my eye. Lord help me, I've got something in my eye. That's gonna piss me off. Like, for all of eternity. Like, what? Get out of that! Let's hydrate a little bit before we begin. Okay, so faux foundation. Oh my god. Can you speak properly, Stephanie? Where's the glory?